This is video 3 for day 3 on week 3. So we've been learning about these trig functions and inverse functions. The end goal is to be able to solve real life problems, practical problems which involve right triangle. So the first scenario is determining an unknown angle when two sides of a right triangle are known. So here's the process. You draw a diagram. In relation to the angle, identify the given sides as adjacent, opposite, or hypotenuse. So in this example, I am interested in finding angle 1. And I have been given these two sides. So with respect to 1, I label them. The side measuring 4.270 inches is opposite, and the side measuring 8.900 inches is adjacent. Next step. Determine which trig function to use based on the angle and the known sides. Here, because we are working with opposite and adjacent, that implies we work with tangent. And then we set up the equation. Tangent of 1 is going to be opposite over adjacent, which is 4.270 over 8.900. Now this is the kind of problem which we have already solved this week, because we can use the angle to use inverse trig to find the angle. So 4.270 divided by 8.900 gives me 0.47977, which I'm rounding to 0.4798. And then tan inverse of 0.4798 is 25.631, which rounds to 25.63 degrees. So this is a nice way in which you can figure out an angle without having to measure the angle if you know the sides of the right triangle. Another example here, find angle C and angle D. So let's start with angle C. Now with respect to angle C, that is my opposite. But be careful, this side is actually the hypotenuse. So we know opposite and hypotenuse, which tells me that I should be working with sine. So I set it up. Sine of angle C, SOHCAHTOA, opposite over hypotenuse, is 49.830 over 53.962. Plug that. 49.830 divided by 53.962. 0.9234. So angle C is sine inverse of this. So sine inverse of 0.9234 is 67.43 degrees. Now, for angle D, there are two methods. You can set up another trig ratio, or you can observe or recall that C and D are complementary. So C plus D is 90, which means angle D is simply 90 degree minus angle C, or 90 degree minus 27.43 degrees. 90 minus 67.43, sorry, which comes out to 22.57 degrees. So that gives me angle D. As an exercise, if you want for practice, you can also set up a trig ratio for D and find the angle using inverse, and it should give you the same answer. Okay, I'll leave that to you to verify.